They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Moore to the air. He's got him. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it.
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Looking to fire. Wide out trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Play by the defense, he'll lose 4.
4th down here, it's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay the strap.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the toss. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. using his feet. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Looking to the big tight end. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. To the air on 1st down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. On the run, it's Durham. Got the first down and more. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. All the way down to the 15-yard line, it's 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Quarterback keeps it. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone.
So many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give to the left. Runs through a tackle. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Moore will throw. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Inside the touchdown, Tiger. How about this defense taking one back to the house? How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Using his legs, it's Davison. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We are just about ready to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that.
There he goes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Simpson. The sure hands, it's Shelton. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
So now it's 2nd and long. They just keep firing. That one comes out hot down the right side. Touchdown LSU! And the stumping has commenced.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions. decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone.
Oh, he's got some space. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. That was just an open alley for that back. I don't think he was touched once before the tackle.
So he wouldn't even been down in two-hand touch?
No. The Ducks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Moore to the air. Puts it out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice job by the quarterback knowing where his answer was against the blitz and against man coverage, picking up that completion.
Back to pass on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Ducks! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Snags it quickly on the left. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Rides the back and leaves it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Complete to the right. Off and running. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tiger. And the punishment has been extended.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
Try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Iowa looked like like the program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Hawkeyes. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Heck of a showing. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Moore.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Grab near the sticks. It's Moore. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On the move. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Grab near the marker. It's Hughes. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And that's a first down for the offense.
Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Casper. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter.
At the 32-yard line. And that's good enough for a first
Defense
down.
loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down.
Base 27 jump.
Leaves it with the running back. Oh, better look out. Breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oregon. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game. has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Got it in the middle. It's Watkins.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Simpson. Good timing on the quick out. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Takes a hit as he fires.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down.
Here we go.
Wants to throw again. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Turning it on. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Gresham. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Grab behind the line. It's Casper. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
And the Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Moore to the air. Begs to grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
He's brought down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes
tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. With the catch, it's Moore. They made the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Moore will throw. Floating away. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On 4th down, going to the air. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a chop for a huge gain there. Looks as if they're going to get the W behind a really good performance from their passing attack and maybe hold that edge in the rankings as well, fellas.
They're going to hold the edge. They're going to create some separation, too, I think, because of the throwing ability. This quarterback came into this game lighting it up. We knew in the preseason this guy had talent, but against an opponent like this, David, it's impressive to see his performance.
He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Gresham. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The give to the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Moore to the air. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
The Ducks will try to convert on 4th down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water. As soon as they saw this offense decide to go for it in that area of the field, they were like, okay, you're going to gift us the football. We'll go ahead. We'll take over. Thanks. We'll make a play, and we'll take us over. And now we're going to try to make you pay for that decision.
Into the end zone. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20.
Banner!
They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.